this point. Nearly 30,000 experience, 12,500 gold now. But nope, they let him live another day. They might be waiting for this never mind, Congo's already up.
Yeah, Repulsor actually finishing a Sacrificial Stone. I'm not sure if you mentioned it yet, but that's definitely going to help him quite a bit with his health woes.
I saw him pick him up, but nope, didn't mention it. Now here's some fun fact. We have Repulsor with an I and Hag with an I, and I don't really believe that they're both related to Valkyrie ults. I do believe, I mean, these are the two best heroes you can really get for Eyes in terms of counter warding, because they can just you know, pop up there, finish off the ward, and just pop away.
Yeah, although two of them, I guess, is a little excessive, but yeah, like you said, probably just for that reason. Otherwise, you know, why have the two? So, oh, 900 crit on Malika now. He's definitely working his way up there. He's slowly but surely getting to that 1,000 mark. That'll be his... I'm not sure if that's his goal. Maybe he's trying to break some sort of record. I don't know.
Well, the record is kind of 6 Doombringers plus crit from a scout, I think, and something silly like that.
Oh, never mind. Never mind. We're gonna let that one slide. Yeah.
It's not a real record. Like, you're not gonna see that in competitive play.
Is there a Guinness Book of World HoN records? Not yet. We're a little early probably for that.
Well, you might have just given someone the idea. I hope they credit you for it.
Yeah, well, whoever's going to put in the amount of work that it would take, yes, take the credit by all means. Hag actually selling her Steam Boots, I'm not sure when, but now picking up a post-haste. A definitely later game, I really like to see it. Not that many people pick it up as I would like. Like, if you have an extremely farmed hero later game, post-haste is the best item you can get when you're like, what should I get? You know, it saves you that slot that you normally reserve for, you know, a teleport. And you can just get so much better, you know, mobility of the map.
Map control is what this Hellborn team has. That is definitely a fact. Valkyrie has showing off her new snowball effect as she just throws snowballs at people now with that Frostwolf skull. And we really, looks like everyone wants to have a team fight here. Behemoth gathered, Pandemonium still has the same items that we last saw him with. That's never a good sign. What's Panda sitting? He's just under 300 gold a minute, so it's not that bad. But at the same time, yeah, it's pretty bad. So this Valkyrie ult going off is not really going to matter too much. 3 seconds on Repulsor. Got to get out of there before the Panda can hit him. And Behemoth coming in with his Fisher, his stun, his one-trick poniness, and now he's going to run around in fear as really Malikan's just going to clean up here with 600 crits, 500 crits, and I mean these heroes drop so quick. It's not that Panda gets out though, clutch. Really good move on his part. Up top, however, looky, we got that solo pushing Voodoo Ward man, Polywog, taking out the mid tower. Not going to be taking out the racks, but I mean that was the price they paid for going in down bottom.
Yeah, that's actually what I said earlier. That's what they need to do, because they really, you know, they realize they can't win the team fights at this point. So Polywog pushing while the rest of his team pushes the other lane, giving him the chance to push out the racks is definitely their best bet at this point in terms of strategy. That fight was actually very interesting. Valkyrie landed a nice arrow onto Repulsor, but Panda took, he was like 1 second too late. He leaped, and as it was in motion, Repulsor, you know, was de-stunned, I guess you would say, and then he managed to, you know, get out of there like right before, you know, he got stomped on or cannonballed on.
Cannonball, yep. Wow, that was interesting, Panda. Just throwing yourself right off that ledge there. But I mean, yeah, it came down to great reaction time or just, you know, freaky coincidence. But it saved his life, no problem there. At the same time, like, this Hellborn team, I guess, is not too interested in pushing this base, because this base is still standing, whereas we've kind of cracked the Hellborn. I mean, one rack set's already down, and at the same time, that mid tower is now gone as well. So they might be lining up here for a push. We still have a Congar token on Malikan, finally, who has finished up that Symbol of Rage.
Yeah, I also see a, a plate mail on Dr. Repulsor. I guess he's going for a Frostfield plate next. Yeah, you can't go wrong with the Frostfield plate. It's Like if ever you don't know what to go for, an intellect hero, excuse me. Oh wow, go ahead.
Okay, well, Behemoth's going to come in here. They really want this tower, but, I mean, they got the defensive advantage. Malakin goes down really, really quick, but the one-trick ponies are now no longer one trick. And, I mean, as I said, this Valkyrie ult is just not going to be cutting it because of these eyes. And, oh, Panda almost getting that wretched Hag, and now they're just kind of running away. Who are they chasing? Where is this Panda going? But at the same time, Wretched Hag should be able to get out of that. No, she's going to go down before Panda can even sit on her face. But, oh, that sounded dirty, didn't it?
Ow, my eyes. My eyes.
Yep, that sounded dirty. That
well,
one.
only one eye. Only one eye got destroyed there, so I guess my eye. Yeah.
I was wondering what you meant by eyes.
That was... Yeah, that was the fattest ultimate by Behemoth all game long, so props to you, sir. You've been eating. And that was the best they could have hoped for. Malakin going down twice. Repulsor, Panda was actually chasing Repulsor when you were wondering what he was doing. He was he was trying to chase like the one hero who, I mean, is the hardest hero to pin down late game, but he was trying. I think he did pretty well. Repulsor ended up running away for his life, so.
And now they might be paying for it with Arax, as really the fury of the Legion is coming up on these guys. Still another 37 seconds left on Malakin. Down go the Voodoo Wards. Is Voodoo even going... Sorry, is Polywog going for... He might... That Sustainer he has might be going towards that Refresher Stone, which could be a huge pickup for him. Could be a huge... I mean, that's a lot of pushing potential.
This is the best build you'll see on a Polywog Priest, in my opinion. Like, if you wanted, in the kind of situation his team's in, the Behemoth's Heart reducing his cooldowns so he can get his ults up that much faster. I believe the Behemoth's Heart also works on items, or perhaps not. Does it affect the cooldown on the items?
I've never seen Intel pick up a Behemoth's Heart, so I couldn't tell you.
Yeah. It has the effect on Intellect Heroes, I forgot exactly, but it has a cooldown reduction on their spells by a pretty significant percentage, so it's definitely on the type of hero like Polywog who relies on his ultimate so much, and even his other spells, you know, the faster they come off cooldown, it really does do a lot for their team. And then he's going to have his Staff of the Master and a Refresher with the lower cooldown on his ultimate is, yeah, that's like the ultimate pushing poly. The only thing he would get after that is a post haste to just go into a lane and immediately push it out.
Well, he has a Great Arcana, and he has a Sustainer, but that's also the build for Hellflower, isn't it?
Nope, Sustainer is purely for the Restoration Stone.
Okay, so there you go, folks. Not a Hellflower, because I can't really see it making sense, but at the same time, it was nagging at the back of my brain.
Yeah, well, this seems to be a game for Hellflowers. It's one of those items. With Repulsor, you're going to see it a lot more, but it still is very underutilized. You know, I'm sure in a few people's opinions. I'm not going to say many, because if it's my opinion, then, you know. But yeah, moving along, Rift Shards picked up on Valkyrie, so giving him a nice boost to his damage. He already attacks relatively fast. 1.6 attacks per second, or 66666. It's actually ending in a 7 there, so never mind. But yeah, that's a good pickup on their team.
1.7 just says for me, but yep, we do have Malakin sitting with, if I can find him, a Warp Cleft, which kind of indicates to me he is going to be going for that Demonic Breastplate now that Kongor is down. I think we've had 4 Kongor kills this game, am I mistaken? I mean, we're at 60-minute mark, and look at that 60-minute mark. Malakin celebrating that by taking out Polywog, and Dr. Repulsor coming in here. That Voodoo Jester seen better days, and look at the damage coming out of Valkyrie. Takes down that Malakin, no problem, and now Panda's going to be hard-pressed to chase off this Repulsor and Hag combo. I mean, they're just so portable at this point. A great stun coming down on the Hag, and Panda, he actually has the flick cooldown used, and then used right there on that Hag, but she still got out, which is kind of like hacks all over again, and really they just don't want Panda to have any kind of fun here. And no, don't attack the Hag, attack the Repulsor, who gets over the Fisher. Oh man, this team is amazing.
That was definitely the funniest chase sequence I've seen in a while.
Can't help but think if Valkyrie
Yeah,
hit
team fight.
that repulsor, would have been a different issue.
Yeah, it's one of those things. You're so close. It hurts even more than if you miss like by a long shot. When you're that close and you miss it, it's just like, if only you were just a little bit off. But what are you gonna do? As it seems to be the beginnings of Frostfield Plate onto Hag as well. I'm not sure, because Repulsor was going for it last I saw. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they want two of them. Who knows?
Well, they have two Ys, and now they're gonna have two Frostfield plates. So,
yeah, they like to roll in pairs. That last fight, Behemoth once again, he didn't get the it wasn't his fault, of course. They got jumped, and he didn't get the best opportunity to ultimate. He did the best he could. He got it off relatively good, you know, considering it was just the heroes and no extra units around. Polywog getting taken out, like, what was it, in 3.5, 4 seconds?
Yeah.
Definitely, that was a little... I thought they were going to lose that fight, but they came back pretty well. Go ahead, please.
Oh, well, Valkyrie getting swapped, and, well, that took a little longer, about 4.5 seconds, and she goes down. That's not going to be good at all for the Legion, as they're now at a disadvantage, and really, I mean, they should have rushed right up here for this tower as soon as Malakin was down, but they took their sweet time, and the counter is Valkyrie's dead. They're going to go for another Kongor kill. They should start putting a party hat on Kongor just so you can start dancing every time you see him, because they're basically taking down every cooldown they can.
A little bit of action going on between Malakin and Panda while Kongor is getting taken out.
If by action you mean Panda running for his life, then yes. I don't even see really Malakin hurt, but I can't really see... Whoa! That was a great avoidance of the sword with that stun, but that's not going to save him. So. Good try, good try. But now, okay, now we're down 2 on this Legion side. Both the Valkyrie and the Panda are going to go up, finish Kong, and probably just try to roll a Rax, which would be their first. And while they're doing all of this, who's at home? We got Glacius, you know, tending the door and trying to keep off, I guess, everyone in base, unless he's going to prove me wrong and run for it. But yeah. I mean, every time you leave base, this is the price you pay with a downed barracks. As Behemoth wants to take some of Glacius here. Glacius has a shrunken head. Wow, when did that happen?
Yeah, he's been holding the fort for his team on every wave, so I guess that would be it.
I guess so.
Glacius going down anyways, definitely good times.
Well, I mean, super beefy creeps.
As action bottom.
Yeah, they're hard to go by, but Malakin, does he have that token? He does not have the token. Who has the token? Doop-a-doo. He has the token. So Repulsor is going to be coming in to support Malakin here. Look at that nice double stack of Voodoo wards. That is very pretty to watch, as Voodoo is showing off, you know, well, who can Voodoo do? He does Voodoo and double Restoration Stone. That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah, it's not ideal though. I mean, the wards to actual heroes later game doesn't do the best amount of damage, but you can't. I mean, what's he supposed to do? You know, it's really not much. Yeah, Malakin's just sitting in there with his Symbol of Rage active and did not drop.
That's a lot of damage with that Symbol of Rage. That's a lot of health restored as well. So yeah, we got that Glacius down. We got Wretched Hag still holding the fort at home, and I don't know, this game just keeps going back and forth, back and forth. We've hit the 65-minute mark, folks. 65. So, you know, we have a lot of maintained focus in this game, as each side really vying for control. Haven't we heard that one before? But, you know, this late into the game, who has a ward up? Hellborn has a ward up right on that rune spot by Holy for the Win playing that Andromeda. So, good job on you, dude. An extra ward. So game breaking.
Yeah, the only one out at this point. It's probably, as the game goes on, both teams are pretty much, they roll in fives. You know, they don't even really separate at all. So they forget sometimes to have a ward up, or they just figure it doesn't even matter. They're just busy pushing and it doesn't really affect the game at all. It's always nice to have it up though, as Repulsor picked up another eye, so It's a glass eye. I don't know.
It's like glass eye. I like